Did you know a controversial episode of Maude brought up the topic of abortion rights? Here's how it happened. It was in the middle of 1972 when the TV show Maude was being in the middle of filming for its first season, and they were filming episodes 11 through 12. It was a two-part episode titled Maude's Dilemma, and displays where Maude tells her friend, played by Rue McClanahan, that she's pregnant at age 47. And Maude doesn't know whether to keep the baby or have an abortion because of her age. And it was legal at that time in New York State. And so she confides to her husband, Walter, who's 50. And he doesn't know what to decide. And so Maude tells him to get a vasectomy. But he doesn't decide to go forward with it after telling her he would do it. And then that later led to a talk between Maude and Walter in the evening. Here's how that happened. The second part of the episode, Maude's Dilemma.
I'll ever make. Do you hate me?
Of course not, darling. I love you. I love you, and I love my life.
Jen.
I take it all back! What are you trying to do to me? I don't even have time to sort my cards, and you're ginning out on me.
Forget the cards, Maude. We have something much more important to talk about.
What, you finally decided you do want a pickle?
Maude, I want you to have whatever it is you want. Does that include the baby?
Well, it did when I thought you wanted it.
Well, Maude, I think it would be wrong to have a child at our age.
Oh, so do I, Walter. Oh, Walter, so do I.
We'd make awful parents.
Oh, impatient, irascible.
Awful. It's just not our time
Well,
of
for
life.
other people, it might be fine, but for us, I don't think it would be fair to anybody. Oh, Walter, hold me closer.
Are you frightened, Maude? About the operation, I mean.
Don't be ridiculous, darling. Why should I be frightened? Were you frightened of the vasectomy? I said, were you frightened about the vasectomy?
I didn't have it. You see, I was psychologically unprepared. You can ask Arthur. Arthur's a doctor.
Honey,
He told me that...
It's all right. It's all right. Just tell me, Walter, that I'm doing the right thing, not having the baby.
For you, Maude, for me, in the privacy of our own lives, you're doing the right thing.
I love you, Walter Finley.
I forgot to mention that this episode aired 2 months before Roe v. Wade was decided. Yep, this episode was inspirational. To close this video out, a news report from CBS News from the day Roe v. Wade was decided.
Good evening. In a landmark ruling, the Supreme Court today legalized abortions. The majority in cases from Texas and Georgia said that the decision to end a pregnancy during the first 3 months belongs to the woman and her doctor, not the government. Thus, the anti-abortion laws of 46 states were rendered unconstitutional. More on this story from George Herman.
In 2 related cases and 8 separate opinions, the 9 justices made abortion largely a private matter and ordered the states to make no laws forbidding it, except possibly during the final months. The court split 7-2, with Justices Byron White and William Rehnquist dissenting. In effect, the court makes abortion subject only to the decision of the pregnant woman's doctor. It ruled that states may make no laws restricting a doctor's right to decide his patient needs an abortion and to carry out that abortion during the first 3 months of a pregnancy.